Welcome to this edition of Spotlight. We are at Tiffany Ridge Elementary with Principal Dr. Desiree Rios. And Desiree, reading is such a complex process. And there's a program that you've started at Tiffany Ridge this year to help with reading and get all of our kids kind of up to par on their reading levels.
Exactly. The Pathways to Reading program really provides specialized instruction that helps close that gap in reading development. And we're so excited that our program is already seeing some amazing student learning success.
Well, we're going to take you inside some of the classrooms and see what the Pathways to Learning looks like and how it's helping all Timberwolves achieve higher levels of reading. As we spotlight Tiffany Ridge Elementary.
We've given lots of assessments, and all these assessments are showing that students are lacking, or a majority of our students are lacking phonemic awareness and phonics, among other things. So this intervention addresses all 5 components. It addresses phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension, although our main focus is starting from the ground up so they can build that foundation.
It's very systematic, and that's why we've loved it, because it really shows what we need to teach from beginning to end for those kids to know the phonemes, which are the sounds in words.
When I read books, sometimes I get stuck on a word, but also sometimes I can know them from vowels.
The great thing about this program is that it really meets the needs of all learners, and it's a multi-sensory program. So it really starts from it. We really focus a lot on mouth shape. So the kids are really thinking about, as they're building Voweltown, we're thinking about, we have Smile Hill, and then it goes down to Wide Open Valley. It goes into Circle Hill, and so they're thinking about the way that their mouth's shaped when they are doing these vowel sounds. So it's a multi-sensory approach. It's really great to get, they're memorizing these sounds. They are able to apply them to their reading. They're building, and even helps transfer into writing. So the great thing about this is that they are not only reading these words, we're also seeing changes in their writing.
Reading and writing, I can spell words better, and I know how to sound them out whenever I'm reading and stuff like that.
Their reading light bulbs have gone off. It's amazing. Now that they have learned all of their sounds through Pathways, they are able to read multisyllabic words. And in my reading groups, we see it. Teachers are emailing me, calling me, saying, "What are you doing?" These kids are making progress in every subject.
What I love about Pathways to Reading is that there is a picture, which is a mnemonic, that helps kids remember all of the vowels. There's about 52 vowel sounds that are in the language, actually more than that, but we're trying to address some of the most common vowel sounds because every word has a vowel, every syllable has a vowel. And so when kids are getting to these tricky words, they need to know what to do in order to attempt those words.
It actually can help you with reading books and some vowels if you don't know them. Sometimes we go over and see partners actually say all the words.
In my 10-year career, I have never seen a program that has worked so fast for these kids and that have given them the tools that they need to be able to be better readers.
I can read bigger books, and I've jumped up 2 or 3 levels in the very beginning of the year. From the very beginning of the year.
All of these kids need to be progressing more than 1 reading level each quarter to begin to close that gap. And almost every single one of my kids, I work with 38 kids, are beginning to close that gap. They're making 3 or more levels of progress since the beginning of the year, and we're only at second semester.
With this program, we're building from the bottom up, and the essential goal, of course, is that we're comprehending. So the students are doing all of these things for the essential goal to comprehend and build confidence and try these things step by step, and then hopefully they can be confident readers.
Sometimes when I read a book, I forgot the word, and then now in 1st grade I can go back and say
This program is helping those kids to close that gap because they now know their foundational reading skills.
I like reading.